Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Great! I love that. Hi, everybody. Hello. Look at Monday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy weekend. Look at the Monday crowd today. I gotta tell you. What's up with Mondays? Thank you. Have a seat. Let's get started. A lot to get to. Happy Monday, everybody. What is up with Mondays? We have had, right, Aaron? We have had the best audiences every Monday. I know they're like great. Yeah. And you look phenomenal, everybody. Give it up for Kendall. Hello, hello, Kendall. You look great.
Good morning.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thanks. I got all of this at a secondhand store.
I love that. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, in Redway. Yeah.
Got the hair pulled back. I've never seen your hair. Yeah, it looks great. It looks great.
So fun. It's so fun. This is my 70s wannabe chic outfit.
I love it. I love it. How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
Anyone who was like around in the 70s is like, no.
No, yeah, no. Yeah.
It was good. We had so much fun. Surprised my mom with Celine Dion tickets.
Oh, did you for Mom's Day? Oh,
I gotta show you the video. It's pretty funny.
Oh, was she happy? Because she likes the Celine?
Yes, she was so excited. And it was after we had just been on the show.
Yeah.
And so she was like feeling herself, and we were like, oh, we're going to Celine Dion, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
So fun.
I know. My mom lives in Louisiana, and they're dealing with flooding, so there's this app, everybody, I wanted to tell you about. I think I mentioned it one time. It's called Felt, where you can make your own greeting cards, and you can put your own pictures in there, and they send it off for you. You create it yourself, and it's $4. And then they do everything.
It's like cheaper than a normal card.
It's really cool, and you can personalize it. So I got her the card and then a gift, and gave her a call, but she was having a good time. And then a little bit later in the show, I will tell you why. And if you follow me on social media, you know, I went to the cabin over the weekend, the in-laws cabin. We went to one of our favorite towny bars, the Highway Inn, there in Princeton. And the Highway Inn has this tradition that they've done for years. And it involves a very unusual shot for charity. And you get a t-shirt. And let me tell you, I didn't think I was going to do this. And I ended up doing it. And you'll find out why, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Highway Inn sounds exciting.
Highway Inn. Now, we got an email. That's why I brought out my phone. I'm not being rude. I'm not going to start texting people during the show. But we love getting your emails. We really do read all of them. And if we're a little slow getting back, we apologize. We're a small crew. So we got this email. Where is it? We got this email about producer Ted. Now, audience, if you remember, Ted, who's single, we signed him up for the Beautiful People dating app. And that's the dating app that you can't just sign up. You have to be approved by the beautiful people. So you have to fill out a questionnaire and submit like photos or whatever. So we found out that Ted was not hot enough on Friday. He was not hot enough. So we get this email, and it's all in the wording. This really probably isn't as funny, but it's the wording. I think you'll be with me. Chris writes to us, hello. I watch you most every day. First of all, thank you, Chris. I watch you most every day. I had to take my son to a golf tourney today just before the story about Ted. So I have to ask, was Ted hot enough? And so you said, Yeah,
people, I went home for the weekend to my mom and dad's church, and people at church wanted to know.
Yeah, was Ted hot enough?
Yeah, people wanted to know.
That's what's funny. That's how they ask. Yeah. I was at the Pine Brook, our other favorite towny bar, and this woman comes up. Thank you, Pine Brook. This woman comes up and she goes, "Hey, getting the fish fry?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, is Ted hot enough, by the way, for the dating app?" I go, "No."
What?
Ted was not. People were concerned about Ted. Anyway,
poor Ted.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. So, this is a wackadoodle story. This is crazy. When a TV show gets renewed, picked up for another season, it's usually a good thing. Right, Aaron Schwab? It's usually a good thing. Well, unless apparently you're Constance Wu. It's time for the drama horn, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, no, she didn't.
She did. She did. So, Constance Wu, after ABC announced that her show, the sitcom Fresh Off the Boat, would get a 6th season, the response wasn't all that positive from Constance. She tweeted this: "I'm upset right now that I'm literally crying." When a Twitter user called it great news, Constance responded, "No, it's not." Constance became a huge star over the summer with a little bitty movie you might have heard of called Crazy Rich Asians, which was a huge hit. Well, after she cooled off a little bit, Constance deleted those tweets and posted a statement saying, "I love Fresh Off the Boat. I was temporarily upset yesterday, not because I hate the show, but because that its renewal meant I had to give up another project that I was really passionate about." She went on to say, "My words and ill timing were insensitive to those who are struggling, especially insensitive considering the fact that I used to be in that struggle too." Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? I mean, and you're in a contract. This is what I don't understand. You signed up or you auditioned for a dream project. Did you not look when that dream project was shooting? And you have a contract with ABC.
Right.
What do you? It's your own fault.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You're lucky. And she acknowledges this, but ma'am, with all due respect, you are lucky. I mean, actors wait their entire life to get a sitcom where you make $150,000. I know it's not about money, but that's a constant gig. That's a great gig. And now you're in the 6th season, which means you're probably close to 100 episodes, which means you're going to go into syndication, which means your grandkids aren't going to have to work. You know what I mean? I don't.
Right. I don't know. I think the timing, when she said in her very, very large apology that we paraphrased, you're welcome, was that she was like, the timing was the really big part of it. All these shows were getting canceled. These people don't have jobs. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It's a bad time, yeah, because especially with our next story. Other stars have done it, though. Our executive producer, Jeff, and I laughed because it's the best example ever. People may not know this. Back to the Future. Audience, you've seen Back to the Future. Yeah, Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox was doing Family Ties at the time on NBC. Michael really wanted this role. So they negotiated, and Michael would shoot all during the, what was it? They would do Family Ties during the day, and then Michael would stay all night to do his scenes for Back to the Future. So there are ways to do it. Constance, just saying. Next to the dish. Well, as Kendall just alluded to, here's the bad timing part of it. It was a bloodbath over the weekend for the current slate of TV shows. Yeah, if you have a TV show you love, it probably got canceled over the weekend. Networks pulled the plugs on more than a dozen shows, including one featuring one of our favorite guests. Look at this.
So I know a man is not supposed to say these things when sitting with a woman these days, but if you really want Jerry's seat, I know a way you can earn it. Through me.
Really? What would I have to do?
Well, you know, man-woman stuff.
You know, I love that clip. It's funny. That show, there's like 10 episodes. We run that. That's like my favorite clip there. The Cool Kids starring Leslie Jordan got the pink slip after just one season. Other shows given the boot, Murphy Brown, the reboot, Life in Pieces, Lethal Weapon here on Fox, and The Passage here on Fox. But the news wasn't all bad. One show whose future was up in the air is no longer in doubt. Look at this. Here we go. This Is Us will be around for the foreseeable future. NBC has inked a deal for 3 more seasons. Like, right? I mean, okay. Now, I turn to Kendall. I know Aaron's laughing because you know me, audience, you know me. This seems like a show tailor-made for Jason, but I have not watched it. It seems too sad to me. Every time I turn, it seems very sad to me. Every time it's like...
Give it a chance, Jace. Give it a chance.
I know. But my question is, we already know how Jack kicked the proverbial bucket. And then how many more people can we be sad about? I mean, does it have enough legs for 3 more years?
I mean,
You
there's a
watched
few more
the show,
characters.
so represent.
Well, okay, all I will say with no spoilers is that the end of this past season was great because they'd kind of been alluding to it all season long, but you're still like, oh, well, that makes sense, but wait, what happens in between these two periods? So I'm really happy that they're going to continue it on. It's a great show. I love this show.
But you still care because the big thing was about Jack, and now that's been resolved.
Yes. Let me just put it this way. I think I really, really like it because my marriage is the marriage in the show. I'm Crazy Rebecca. And my husband is like, if he died, people would be like, oh my God, your husband was so great. Why are you still here? So I feel this show. Okay. This is my life.
For the record,
this is us.
For the record, I would be very sad. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would.
You and my mom.
Yeah. Next on the dish, this is so cool. Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you know, the Star Wars land, is opening later this month at Disneyland and will come with a 4-hour time limit for guests. Now when the story came out, I thought to myself, how are they going to enforce that? You know what I mean? How are they? It's Disney. They can't be mean to you.
Yeah.
How are they going to regulate this? Well, you know what I mean? Mickey Mouse can't kick you in the
shin.
Anyway, yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, now we know how it's going to be enforced, and it's going to be really cool. They're enforcing it with stormtroopers.
Yes.
For the first 14 weeks. Yeah. Hang with me, audience.
This is so great, everybody. Come on.
For the first 14 weeks that it's open, Disneyland will require visitors to wear a colored wristband that will indicate exact time slots. When your time is up, hundreds of stormtroopers that are walking around the land will basically come up to you and say, you need to leave. Yeah. So it's all part, isn't that cool? It's all part of the story.
Yeah. I know that we were like geeking out about this. Like we want to get kicked out.
I know my brother-in-law Leo goes, I'm just going to stay. I mean, I want the stormtrooper to forcibly remove me from the land.
Think of that Instagram video. I mean, like, hey girl, bye. Gotta go, stormtrooper.
Well, I'm going to find out because we're going in July. So I'll find out and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna see how long I can stay in there before I'm forcibly removed.
Do it for all of us.
I'm gonna do it for all of us. Yeah, that's right. We have a lot more to come, everybody. Wait till you see what I'm doing for the very first time. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up in just a little bit, spring training with Jace continues. Diet is so important, but how do you keep up your healthy eating habits while traveling? Well, we're going to help you out today. Then it's one of your favorite cocktails, the Bloody Mary. But this isn't your granddaddy's beverage. We are spicing up a classic in just a bit. And I'm a fish out of water again as I try the art of glassblowing. And keep this in mind. I shot this story while sunburned, sitting in front of an oven that was like 1,000,000 degrees. Yep, that's happening. Just a little bit.
You were just like a perfect mother.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You were always so calm and sweet with me.
That's because every moment was a joy.
I don't even remember you ever yelling at me.
How could I yell at this face?
Oh my God, look what you did to the TV! What happened? She just put paint all over the TV!
I just need a break sometimes, like I'm completely overwhelmed. Did you ever feel like that?
If I did, I don't remember.
One of the best skits. One of the best skits from this weekend, Emma Thompson poking fun at perfect moms while hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend. It's so good, so good. You know, on Mondays we get a special serving, a hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, please give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. There's a new member of the Free Britney Spears movement herself, right, my friend?
Yeah, it's Britney herself. If you're not familiar with the Free Britney movement, it's the social media campaign started by a lot of her friends who feel that she has been committed to doing stuff against her will because she's under a conservatorship, and she has been for 11 years. Now, there was a court hearing on Friday that Britney actually showed up to between her mom and dad, because her mom is trying to join the conservatorship as well, because she thinks Britney's dad has been treating the singer unfairly. We learned that Britney actually took mom's side in the court hearing, saying that she too wants out of this conservatorship, and she was put in a mental health facility against her will about a month ago.
And Brad, that's interesting, because I thought the Free Britney movement, not making light of it, I thought it was fan-based, but there's some actual people in her life that are on it too?
Absolutely, and when it actually first started, her mom would like some of the Free Britney postings online. You could see her like comments of people saying, you know, we got to get her help, Free Britney, and this has gotten all the way to Britney Spears, where she too wants out of this conservatorship. She says that she's mentally capable and doing things that she doesn't want to have to do.
Yeah, I just hope she's all right, because we saw those pictures of her walking around a gas station without shoes on. I'm like, I just hope she's well. I just wish her well. Next, you know, broke about an hour and a half ago, sad news for literally a Hollywood icon, former film star Doris Day.
She was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, film stars through the 50s, 60s, and even a little bit into the 70s. But what a lot of people didn't know about Doris Day is all of her animal rights work. She started her foundation in '78, and now it's one of the largest to this day. She did pass away over the weekend. She was 97 years old, passed away at home. And like I said, I mean, her career spanned generations. She was given a Presidential Freedom Award back in 2004. But I think if you asked her, the work that she'd most want to be known for was what she did for animals.
Absolutely. Good long life. Brad, have a good week. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
She was it. I mean, she was an icon. I mean, for all the young guns out there watching, it was in the 50s and 60s. She was it. I mean, Que Sera Sera, which we'll have Aaron sing a little bit later. And yeah, no, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna. I sang it on the radio and I immediately regretted it. But yeah, she was. She was one of a kind. Still ahead, everybody. Our resident boy band expert was third row at the 90 Degrees concert over the weekend, and she's here giving her extensive 60 minutes like review when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody.
I can't let you see what you mean to me when my hands are tied and my heart's not free. We're not meant to be. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. To turn around and walk away, pretending I don't love you again.
Welcome back, everybody. That is a clip from the 98 Degrees hit, The Hardest Thing. The group had eight top 40 hits. The group still hits the road and was in town at Mystic Lake on Friday night. And luckily for us, we have a super fan here at Fox 9 who was in attendance. Give it up for my friend of for 20 years and 20 years, and Fox 9 senior executive producer, Lori Fisher. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, I'm actually not just a super fan. I'm dubbing myself the boy band correspondent for the Jason Show.
You are.
I was thinking we could do that.
Now, we should set the stage. Lori and I started at Channel 9 basically at the same time when we were in our early 20s.
Yeah, our teens.
Our teens, let's not age ourselves. And we bonded over many things, but we have a love of boy bands of the late 90s. We have a picture of us. Now, yes, Lori, describe to the audience what we're looking at here.
So that is about 20 years ago.
Aaron, there doesn't need to be excessive laughing, Aaron.
We haven't aged at all, I will point out. But we were surrounded by teenage girls. We were the only ones drinking. And this was in sync, and you had a really bad sunburn that day.
I know, yeah, I did. Let me tell you, Lori and I were so embarrassed because even then we felt like
the old people.
The old people. Because look around, look at the young lady behind me. We got there and we said, "Can we drink here?"
Yeah, is this allowed?
Because it looked like a high school cafeteria.
It was all moms with their young daughters and us.
So we have a history together of going to these concerts. So let's break it down. Friday night, Mystic Lake. Yes. You took your mom.
Yes, Lois came with.
Yes.
Who was a huge fan of the show, of course.
Hi,
There's Lois. We were close. My husband, Sean, surprised us with third row tickets.
So you're third row
We're third
here.
row. So we're literally, he said, try to bottle up Nick Lachey's sweat. We were
Yeah.
that close. And the group, the band kicked off. This was the first time they performed the show. So they tried some new stuff out. I tried to get them on your show, but they were so busy rehearsing.
Because this is a whole new thing for them.
Whole new thing. So they were off to Wisconsin and Iowa this after Mystic Lake. So I was messaging with Jeff Timmons in the band, and I said, hey, did you tweak anything? He said, well, we're always tweaking everything. But, you know, basically the setup is minimal. No band, no backup dancers, nothing. Literally,
just them?
It is almost like a cardboard table with a sign that says 98 and a DJ, and that's it.
Okay, so does the minimalist approach work for them, or is it?
I loved it.
Really?
I feel like, yes. They proved, I mean, I've always felt like they were talented. They've always had beautiful voices, but they proved you don't need the glitz and glam of backup singers and trumpets and pyrotechnics and everything. Literally, it was just them, and they sang nonstop for an hour and a half. Didn't stop. One time, Nick did a solo, so the other guys, you know, were off stage. Otherwise, it was nonstop for 90 minutes, and they took us down memory lane. I mean, they played all their biggest hits, but then they also talked about TRL and MTV and how the late 90s were so big for them.
Well, I don't want you to overanalyze it, but is it the memory lane thing, Lori? Because all of us watching that are a certain age, what is it? Because I think you know where I'm going to go. 98 Degrees is seeing a resurgence. Backstreet Boys have not been this hot since we saw them in 2001. Right. And then NSYNC. Why are these boy bands of the late 90s having a resurgence? Is it because people our age can afford concert tickets now?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And I'm not joking.
I was surrounded by, my mom felt like she was the oldest there, but I would say 35 to 55-year-old women.
Okay.
We have money now, right?
Yeah.
We buy the t-shirts, we get in line for drinks, we have the money to go to all these different concerts, and they look the same, they sound the same. They're a little gray, just like us.
Well, I am. You are not, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I get my, you know, I can cover that up. But yeah, it brings you back, and it just makes you feel young again. We were screaming the whole time. I never sat down. Maybe for like 10 seconds I sat down. Otherwise, we were up and we were screaming. And so my only complaint is I have two complaints. There were some really annoying ladies next to me. So the guys.
I love when we call out rude people. That's half the show is me shaming people. Okay,
no, but this is why, and I'll make it quick. But the guys, so they sang No Diggity, and they sang This Is How We Do It, and Britney and NSYNC and everything. But they also they talked about how they have kids now, and they listen to Disney all the time. So the guys went off and started singing Moana, and they're acting silly and dancing. And these women are like, take off your shirt. That's not sexy. And I thought, give me a break.
What is this, Chippendales? You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me look.
So that was annoying. And then my only other feedback would be there was no encore. And, you know,
every act should have
I really needed an encore because they sang the video that you played. That was their final song. And then the lights, turn on. And everyone's kind of waiting. We're waiting. And then the people who are doing the stage start coming out and we're like, we're waiting. And then, nope,
we're done.
And so that was a bummer.
Go play the Wonder Woman slot machine.
If they could have held on to one of the really big hits and then came back to
and
stage,
sent you home,
that would be fantastic. But they told jokes, they told stories, and you know who really came out of his shell?
Laura, you're a producer, so you know I'm getting the rap right now. I
thought I had a 60-minute special.
No. We'll do that at Fox on at 5.
We'll do on the YouTube after party.
Done.
Okay,
Lori Fisher, everybody. If 98 Degrees comes back, go see them. Still ahead, everybody. We're stepping up your Bloody Mary game. But next, eating healthy at home isn't too hard, but the real test starts when you hit the road. Nutrition coach Brianna Bernard is here to help us as spring training continues when we come back. Back after this. I am Welcome back. We're continuing spring training with Jace. It's easy to stick to a healthy eating plan when you're at home and you got your routine together. But when we hit the road, it really is a different ball game. We can all relate to that. Here with tips on how to eat healthy while on the road, fitness trainer Brianna Bernard, everybody.
Hello. Thank you.
I'm glad we're doing this because this is difficult because, again, at home you're in a controlled environment. You have your own stuff, your own ingredients, your own grocery store. But when you go to, say, Vegas, it's a whole different ball game.
It's true. Whether you're traveling for work or for fun, it's important to have some of these on hand so that you can stay on track to the best of your ability when you're on the go.
Let's start with airplane snacks. We're down here, right?
Yes.
Let's switch places. There
Sounds
we
great.
go. Okay.
So the thing I always do when I go on an airplane is bring a shaker bottle, and I portion out. I don't know if you've ever seen these. They have these little pro stacks.
Oh, what is that?
You can put your protein powder in this little cup. And then you just dump it in, and all you need is some water.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, so if you need a little shake, you got one. Otherwise, I also bring protein bars. I always have some mixed nuts. I always have some fruit that doesn't need to stay refrigerated. And if you wanted to do some jerky or some type of meat product instead of having a sweet bar, these Epic bars are really good.
I've never heard of those. What are
It's literally like jerky.
Oh, I love jerky is a really good snack, right? It's a
It
good.
is.
Oh, yeah.
High in
I
protein.
Yeah. I like the chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
So healthy airplane snacks. Once I get to my destination, I hit up the grocery store.
Okay.
And I will go to the deli area and get some salad. Maybe I'll bring that back to my hotel room. I'll get some, what are those little cups, and just pour some olive oil, pour some balsamic vinegar, maybe a little cracked pepper for my dressing. And I pick up a rotisserie chicken.
I love it. And guess what? One lucky audience member is going to go home with this rotisserie chicken at the end of the show today, right there.
I love it.
Right there.
So yeah, I just take the skin off, and I can eat off of that for several days from my hotel.
Yeah, I love a good grocery store rotisserie
Me too.
chicken. Yeah.
And at the grocery store, you can also just pick up these little trays in the salad bar area, and I always load up on vegetables and hummus, so I have some healthy snacks in my room.
Because just like at home, if you have something prepared, you're less likely to do damage at about 11 o'clock at night when Taco Bell's calling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which it sometimes does.
It does.
Okay.
One of my other tricks for staying on track is to find a healthy meal prep delivery service
I've never thought about
the
this.
state I'm going to.
Okay.
So if I'm going to fly somewhere, I will hit up a meal prep delivery service. If the hotel I'm staying at doesn't have a microwave.
Okay, now, is this true? My producer said this to me, and go ahead, tell people.
I go to Target and buy a microwave when I land in a new city.
Okay, so that leads me to this question. How many microwaves do you own?
So I've purchased, just in the last year alone, I've purchased 7 microwaves. And then
one lucky audience member is going to get all 7 of them. Yeah.
Yes. So then I just leave a sweet note on it so that housekeeping can find it a nice home once I leave.
Oh, that's nice. You know what people, Brianna, I always think about what people are saying as they watch a show, and somebody like put down their Fruit Loops and went, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, but it's okay. Yeah.
It's true. I would not lie to you.
But to find the healthy food service, just Google, right? Probably
Google
before you
them.
leave. Yeah.
Yes, and it's so much more affordable, and they'll give you portioned out meals. You get to pick whatever you want, so you have something fresh every day.
And again, we're not telling you to deprive yourself. Like we were just talking, you're gonna have a cheap meal on vacation. It's vacation.
Totally,
Yeah.
and that's what this next one is all about.
Okay, let's switch. There we go.
So when we go out to eat, we know that we get way more food than we normally would eat.
Yeah.
There's typically 3 or 4 servings worth of food when you go out. So even if you're gonna enjoy something like a burger and fries, they're gonna give it to you on this huge plate.
Yeah.
You don't need all that, at least not for this one meal, right?
Yeah.
So ask for a to-go box when you get your plate and put half of the food in the to-go box and then take this with you.
See, and this is also because I've always heard too, get a smaller plate
Yes.
because it makes you feel like you have just enough, but you don't feel the pressure of filling that darn thing.
For sure, and even if you do have a huge plate, fill it up with vegetables and then put a serving of protein on there, but we want to visually see that full plate.
We do.
And as long as there's healthy stuff on it, you're good.
Yeah, I love this. This is a good, okay, well, this will be at home. And then if you're at Cheesecake Factory, you need 2 of these. That's right, yeah. Cheesecake place kills me. It just absolutely kills me.
And same with dessert. If you want to enjoy a dessert, take half of it with you. Or I ask for a bowl of fresh fruit instead if I still have a sweet tooth at the end of my meal.
There we go. Brianna, everybody, for more information, head to her website right there at the bottom of your screen. And again, If you're spring training with us, jump on our Facebook page and leave us a video. Make us a little video of how you're spring training for the next couple of months with us. Still ahead, I love it. We're telling you to be healthy, and now we're going to make Bloody Marys. That's right. We're taking your Bloody Mary game up a little bit with folks from Burger Jones. But next, it was really hot, and I thought my producer hated me. I tried my hand at the art of glass blowing. I'll show you how it went and what I made when we come back. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Well, my producers love nothing more than putting me in uncomfortable positions to see how I'll react. A few weeks ago, while I was nursing, and this is not a joke, probably the most serious sunburn I've ever had in my life. I was burnt from like the neck down. They thought, hey, that's a perfect idea to send me in front of an oven to learn the art of glass blowing. So I headed to Vandalia Glassworks in South St. Paul, great place, to learn what it takes to create this one-of-a-kind art. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our latest Fish Out of Water. So this Fish Out of Water was actually inspired by a recent trip to Vegas. I love the ceiling at the Bellagio Hotel's lobby. Look, I'm not going to make anything like that, but we are here at Vandalia Glassworks for today's Fish Out of Water. Let's go see the owner, Bryce, to see what I'm actually going to be trying to make today. So the first thing I had to do was sign a release. Whenever they make you fill out paperwork, never a good sign. You know what that sign is? Your producer hates you and he wants to try to kill you. That's what it means. So I'm not making the things on the roof of the Bellagio. I'm making a paperweight that will sit on my desk forever. Tell me whatever I need to know.
All right, so we're gonna start backwards.
Okay.
So rule number one, when we break this free, do not touch it with your hands. So it'll be well over 1,000 degrees at that point. There's pipes in here, don't stick your head over it. You don't want the glass to come flying back out at you, hit you in the eyes, anything like that.
Got it.
So this furnace houses 135 pounds of liquid glass. So currently sitting at 2,100 degrees.
Perfect.
The longer you're in there, the hotter it's gonna be on the both of us. I'll make sure you get in and out.
Thank you.
Quick.
So Bryce has picked a bad day for this because I am sunburnt from literally here all the way right here. I felt that on my sunburn. That was...
So, number one rule inside the bench is your right hand never touches the pipe. If your right hand touches the pipe, you're gonna land right on that hottest part. Promise you, if you do it once, you probably won't do it again. It's more of a startle than it is a burn. It'll only take a second to realize how hot that is, then you're gonna immediately let go. Our most intimidating tool is our newspaper. Kind of have to let go of the fear that you're actually gonna get burnt at this point.
Okay.
Still with me?
Yeah. Yes.
You can forget everything.
There is a lot. This is the most detailed shoot. This was a test, I would fail. All I know is that looks like a portal to hell. That's all I know. I'm ready. I'm actually not ready. I remember two things Bryce told me. So say a little prayer and let's get going.
What were the two things you remember?
Okay, I remember one now. It's down to one. Your hand shouldn't go all the way to where it burns. I remember that.
Hands back, we're gonna kick that back end up. Hands never go up here. Keep both your hands in the back,
believe me, you do not have to worry about that. My hand will be back here.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
No, just keep spinning.
Exactly.
I learned that from Nemo.
Pick that up, let's head right over to our colored table. Into your purple.
What are they called?
Frit. You're waiting for all that to melt.
Pieces of frit, which is the color. I'm waiting for that to get into the glass. That's what I'm doing right now.
You also open up that door to allow yourself on in.
Okay,
You got it. So you're gonna be right about there. Hands a little bit closer to center on the tweezer. That'll give you a little more strength.
I'm pinching this to, I don't know, Bryce, why am I doing this?
We're getting all that color off the end of the pipe. How's your hands? Still doing all right?
Yep.
No lost skin?
No lost skin yet.
Perfect. So I'm gonna have you grab that paper for me now.
Okay. So this newspaper is protecting my hands from being burned. Bryce says it works, but I will tell you, this is the step that I was least looking forward to. I'm a little scared.
Right about there. Turns
this skin right here.
Yeah.
Super thin. Keep barreling up.
Oh.
Hurts a little bit.
Oh.
It'll just protect you.
Jen said this piece of skin, fun fact, is very, very tender, very gentle. So Jen's gonna block it with what looks like a paddle from a frat. Okay, oh crap. There we go.
You can see that we're already starting to form that line.
Yeah, and I feel the heat. Holy crap.
Keep it going, a little bit more pressure yet.
Okay.
Nice job. That's all we need.
So this is the final step. We're throwing it, what's this thing called?
A kneeler.
A kneeler, and it sits in there for how long?
About 20 hours. So it's gonna cool the glass very slowly, making sure that it's not gonna crack during the cooling process.
And then it's mine.
And then it's yours. You're just gonna have to come back to pick it up.
Oh, I'll send Eric. No, we'll come get, so now you're getting ready to see the finished product. There's Bryce. There's Bryce right there. Again, you know, Bryce had to deal with this fool for like an hour. You know, I was scared when Bryce goes, we have to take you through this safety lesson, and it's gonna be like 45 minutes. I'm like, that's a lot of safety to tell me about. So here it is. I tried to do colors that would be on the set. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, that's pretty. Here's my paperweight. There we go. Look at that. Not bad. I didn't do that bad, did I, Bryce? No. No, and I didn't burn myself. I mean, that's why, yeah. So we're gonna sit that on the desk. We're gonna sit on the desk, and I came in the next day, and I always talk to Jeff first thing in the morning, executive producer Jeff. Jeff goes, how did it go? And I go, you hate me, don't you? You really do hate me, making me stand in front of that oven. To learn, and it's really beautiful. Go support them. They do great work. To learn more about Vandalia Glassworks, check out their website, which is at the bottom of your screen, vandaliaglassworks.com. And don't forget, we're going to post this a little bit later on Facebook and YouTube. Share it around. Support local businesses. Still ahead, everybody. It's time for Bloody Marys. Our friends from Burger Jones are here with their impressive take on the classic drink when we come back. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Our next guests make more than a just a mean burger. They make one of the best Bloody Marys in the state. Don't take it from me. A lot of people say, and they're here to help all of you take your Bloodies to the next level. Give it up for Joyce and Tammy from Burger Jones, everybody. Hi, guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Okay. So, Joyce, I'll begin with you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Twin Cities Eater and City Pages both named you the best Bloody in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff was just saying, what is it about yours? And I know, don't worry about being humble. Yeah. Is it the mix? Is it the ingredients? Because when we make these at home, they aren't that good. I mean, just be honest.
Yeah, it's our mix. It's our Burger Jones special mix that we have that has a great balance of flavor and spice. And you can get it without the spice, but it's really good with our mix. But our mix is a secret.
I was just going to say. So you ain't going to be telling people right now. Okay. So
they can come and try one.
It does have, yours has a little, because I know my whole family except me, like they devour Bloodies.
Yep.
And they love one with a good kick. Does your mix have a good kick to it?
It has a good kick.
Okay.
Yep, a really good kick. And Tammy will make one for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tammy, I'm getting to you, believe me. And then onlyinyourstate.com said you have the best Bloody, not in the Twin Cities, but in the state of Minnesota. Am I right on that one?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
They're good.
Well, Tammy, now that I've set you up, you have a lot to live up to here.
Yeah. The pressure's on.
I know. What are we making?
So we're going to make our classic Bloody Mary here. It's a 32-ounce mason jar. We like to do it big.
That is huge. Like, that is like, I love it. Okay, yeah.
If that doesn't cure a hangover, I don't know
I don't know what will. Yeah.
So we're going to do 3 ounces of vodka.
Okay.
Your vodka of choice, whatever you like. I'll do it a little heavy for you, Jason.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go.
So we do that. This is our spice. Like she was saying, I can't
in here, right here. This is it?
Yes.
This is the secret.
Yes.
And Joyce, what did you say was in this?
You can taste it and guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess.
I'll wait till the very end. Okay.
All right.
That, okay, I will tell you, just from the smell of it, that is really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're just going to top it off with a Bloody Mary mix. This is just a classic, pretty basic because we let the spice come through.
Oh, so this is just all spice and flavorings. I love that, okay? And then that's just a basic.
Yeah, just, if you have one that you like to buy at the store that you're a fan of, pick that up, and then you can kind of kick it up a notch your own way.
Yeah, so you can get a generic one, but this is what sets any Bloody Mary apart is the spice mixture that you put in. Okay.
And that's what sets ours apart for sure. And then garnishes. You can go nuts with the garnishes.
Which we're going to in a minute, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ours, we do an olive, cheese curd, pickle, and a beef stick.
There we go, okay.
And give it a stir.
I'm going to. Okay.
So you don't get all the spice at the bottom.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'll do a little bit her. Let's just a little dabble, do ya? I like that very much. I like that very much. Okay, now, Eric, let's get a shot of this. What in the name of Sarah Jessica Parker is that? What is that?
Well, this was actually inspired by you.
What?
Yeah, when we were asked.
Are you kidding me?
No. This is on our menu starting today, and it's called Jason's Bloody.
Yeah. And
we have our junior cheeseburger, a bacon-wrapped jalapeno popper, chicken wing, cheese curds. This is inspired by you in the best way possible.
What does that say about me, Joyce?
That you're big. You're bigger than
yeah.
You're great. Chicken fried
I'm working
bacon.
out. I really am. I swear. Yeah.
Another wing and an olive.
Okay, so there's 2 chicken wings
Two
on mine?
chicken wings. I heard you like chicken wings.
That's...
Yeah. With the beer chaser.
So people can honestly order the Jason?
It's called the Jason's Bloody, and it's on our menu as of today.
That is... Okay. Go get that. That is lunch. I'm so glad that Brianna's not here. That would send her into a cardiac arrest. But anyway, give it up for Joyce and Tammy, everybody. Burger Jones is located. Go get the Jason's Bloody in Uptown and Burnsville. For more information, head to burgerjones.com. Wait till you see what I did this weekend. The video to prove it when we come back. Back after this. That is cool. I'm getting a picture of that. Welcome back. Kendall's back on Ye Olde Couch. Over the weekend, people always think I'm fancy. I ain't fancy. I like chicken wings. I like pull tabs. I like a good fish fry. So we were up at the in-laws' cabin over the weekend in between Princeton and Cambridge. And one of my favorite towny bars there is called the Highway Inn. And they have a tradition, I guess it's been like a decade or so, called Shoot the Minnow. And
Wait, what?
Shoot the minnow? The audience just realized what I did. Yeah, and you do for charity, you do a little shot with a minnow in it. And you do. Yeah. So, and then you get a t-shirt, because this is what I wanted. I wanted that t-shirt that says, I shot the minnow. So my mother-in-law did it first because she is a champion, and we didn't want to do it. And then after seeing my mother-in-law, I said, well, I have to do it. So take a look. Here's a little video of us doing it. There's my mother-in-law next to me. Yeah, there's my friend Lisa LaCourcier and Kyle. Okay, here we go. Here's the moment we're doing it. Oh! Now, I will tell you, I will tell you, I was really good, but it flipped in my mouth once. And I was like, okay, I'm done. This is it. I gave to charity. I feel good. But but it's a tradition. And again, when in Rome, there are good people there at the Highway Inn. I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to be like, he didn't. So I did it.
I did that in middle school a couple times.
Did you?
Yeah, not the shot part. Just the minnow. Just the minnow swallowing.
The hell kind of middle school did you go to?
I'm from Red Wing. We do crazy things to be entertained down there.
I guess so. Was it a Kool-Aid shot? What did you do?
No, I just ate them because it was a dare, and then I spit out a grasshopper once, like who could spit the grasshopper the furthest.
What are you, Huckleberry Finn? What are you? My goodness, you little colonial woman. I love it.
Colonial woman.
But thanks to the folks of the Highway Inn. They're so kind up there. Every time we go up there, everyone in Princeton and Cambridge, I know y'all watch up there. Thank you for the kindness that you show me and my family. I really, really appreciate it. We always have a great time at all the little restaurants there. People are just so very kind, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you for the kindness that you show us. Tomorrow on the show, Family Survival Kits. Learn how to create some family memories with these one-of-a-kind boxes. That's coming up tomorrow. And don't forget, we have spaces available in our audience for a couple days this week. If you want to come see us, you're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:15. We would love to see you. To get tickets, go to our Facebook page, click the ticket tab, and come see us.
It's free.
It's free. We do not charge you. And you could win a rotisserie chicken. That's right. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.